Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me here today on this video. My name is Angela and thank you for coming and spending a little time out with me today. So guys, in this video I am doing week 6 of my Manjaro journey. Guys, that being said, I want to give you an update. So I've been on my Manjaro journey now for 6 weeks. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, then a huge warm welcome to you. If you've been here before, then it's great to have you back. So I've been on a weight loss journey. In January it will be 6 years. So nothing quick, nothing super fast, and to date I have lost over 10 stones. I've kind of actually, I'll be absolutely honest with you, I've kind of like lost how much weight I've lost, because that's not been my focus. My focus has really been about my health, but it's over 10 stone. It's over 10 stone. I'll have to tot it up and let you know maybe in the next video. So up until now I've been doing I started off on Weight Watchers, became a coach for Weight Watchers, and then when it wasn't working for me, then I switched to doing intermittent fasting, and I still practice it to some degree, although now that I'm on Manjaro, not really that necessary. But I also do mindful eating, and I still absolutely practice mindful eating. So altogether, up until I started on Manjaro, I'd lost well over 9 stone. And you'll see some pictures here that I'll put up here, or maybe both, put them both, of my progress to date. I do need to update those photos because they are quite old. So I do need to get around to updating them. And then I started Manjaro 6 weeks ago. Now, the reason I've started on Manjaro is because I'm diabetic. So if you want to know a bit more about why I've started on Manjaro, even though I lost over 9 stone, then check out this video here. That'll tell you a bit more. So in this video I'm going to give you my weekly progress, but before I do that, guys, I want to show you this because I've had loads of questions about this. I want to show you, these are my Renpho scales. Okay, now I got these off Amazon and they're super affordable, and these are what they call body composition scales. So when I give you each week, if you've seen any of my other videos, and you see I usually put like a chart of my progress, and all the different elements of my body compositions, it's because I'm using these scales. So if you do, and I will put a link in the description box below if you want to check them out. So if you do get body composition scales, they're brilliant because it's going to give you so much more data than just how much you weigh. And always remember, how much you weigh is just a guide. And it does fluctuate, but the body composition gives you so much more information. And I wish I had discovered these scales, or body composition scales, a long time ago at the start of my journey. I really do, because it would have given me an alternative focus than just that number, because that number, whatever that number is, it would dictate my mood and my day and my week. You know, if I'd gained weight, I was like, blow it, forget it, and I'd be really upset and eat for England. But if I'd lost weight, I would still celebrate with food, and disappointed because I hadn't lost as much as I wanted. So there was all sort of emotions going around. But now with these body composition scales, and I'm going to go through some of my trends today, it gives me something else to focus on, and it makes me look at the full picture of my progress, not just one number. So absolutely love these. So I've been asked a couple of questions. I've been asked, how do you get all of that data that I share with you each week? So if you got, for example, these scales, and I'm not here promoting these scales, but if you did get something like this, then download the app, log in, and then when you weigh in, all that data should come up on your app. So it comes up on my, I can't show you because I'm using my phone to record this, so, but it does come up on your app, and then you can go in and look at your data, and you can compare that week to week. So yeah, these absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now they are small. Now I'm a size UK size 6, and my feet just fits on these. So if you've got bigger feet, then expect your toes to hang off them. Expect your toes to hang off. But the key is, I was explaining to somebody the other day, that the key is, as long as your heel and your, like, the sole of your feet are on the sensors, that's what's important. It's going to pick up the data. It's not picking up data from your toes or your arches. It's picking up from the sole of your feet and the ball of your foot. So as long as those are on the sensor, you're fine. Yeah, but they are small. My other scales, I haven't got them here to show you. Yeah, but my other scales, they're much bigger, about that big, about that wide, much bigger, but these are so much larger as well. So what I'm going to do with you, is I'm going to share with you my progress, my trends, because what the Renpho app gives you is not just your weight, not just the data of how you've done each week that I always show you in my videos, but it gives you trends, and I love it. So I'm going to share with you my trends. So I've been on Manjaro for 6 weeks. I've got my Manjaro here. This is an old one. This is 2.5 milligrams. I'm actually now on 5 milligrams. And I've been on 5 milligrams. So I did 4 weeks of 2.5 milligrams. And then I'm just finished. And 2 weeks, I'm on my 2nd week of, and I've just finished my 2nd week on 5 milligrams. So that's 4 milligrams. Start again. So I've just finished my 2nd. So I've had 4 weeks on 2.5 milligrams, which is the starter dose that everybody starts on, just to get the body used to it. And then I've had 2 weeks. I'm at the end of my 2nd week of 5 milligram. Now, what I have noticed is, and it's very subtle, is when I was on 2.5 milligram, coming towards the end of the week, so I inject on Saturday, and when I come to the end of the week, say like Thursday, Friday, I was finding that food noise was coming back just very slightly, and I could eat a little bit more. I'm trying to bite my little kitten, my Bengal kitten, and that one's Bello. Yeah. So I can only tell the difference by looking at the faces, because one's got a little smudge on his nose, and that one's Boo, and the one without it, which is this one, that's Bello. So yeah, so coming towards the end of the week when my injection was due, I noticed that food noise was coming back just ever so slightly, and that feeling of hunger was coming back, and I could eat a little bit more. But my first week on 5 milligram didn't get that at all. And the suppression was super strong. Now, everybody's going to be different, but that was my experience. It was really strong suppression, and didn't notice the food noise at all, and got through it. And in fact, I got to Saturday and I was like, oh my days, didn't even realise, you know. And in fact, last week I was away, and I couldn't take my medication on the Saturday. I had to take it on the Sunday. No difference. That food suppression was still still there. So the suppression, the food noise is quietened. So what is food noise, you might be asking? So how the medication works, now I'm no scientist, no doctor, anything like that, so do check it out yourself, but the medication impacts your hormones. It impacts the GLP-1 receptors, and it gives you that feeling of being fuller for longer. So therefore, you know, like when you've just eaten something and you're really satisfied, you don't think about, generally you don't think about food because you're full and you're satisfied. Well, that's how the medication works. It impacts the hormones so you don't feel full. Sorry, it impacts the hormones so you don't feel hungry. You don't feel hungry because you get this feeling of satisfaction. And then when I do eat, I can only eat small amounts because then I feel really full. So, and that therefore is because I'm eating a lot less calories and therefore I'm losing weight. I will just say that what I have noticed, and I am a weight loss coach, I've been coaching people around weight loss and healthy habits for years. And I always say to my clients that it's really important to fill up on good nutrition and the proteins and the fibre and those things that can keep us feeling fuller for longer. Really important. That's pretty standard whether you're on a weight loss journey or not. However, what I have noticed personally is that when I eat things like the protein and the fibre or not good nutrition, I can only eat a small amount because I feel really full. But it's coming to Christmas and I've been out a lot and I'm having a few snacks, and those snacks are very carb heavy. Those are going down really easily, and I find that I could eat quite a lot of snacks, no problem. I could eat crisps, no problem. I can drink alcohol, it just slides straight through, no problem. So it's making me realise that when I eat quality food, you know, the protein, I'm full for long, but I could still get down, if I want to, snacks, crisps, chocolates, alcohol, biscuits, I could still get them down. So, yeah, just a point of, you know, reflection, and something that I have to be really careful of in this festive season is just to be mindful. Again, going back to mindful eating, just be really mindful about how much snacks and the alcohol that I have. Because it's a festive period, I am going to have snacks, I am going to have alcohol, I am going to have a little bit of chocolate, but I need to really balance that, because this medication it's not a wonder drug. You know, it's not a wonder medication. We still have to work with it. We still have to have good habits and eat, you know, eat well, eat good quality food. But the minute I start eating, so for example, I ate a big bag of my favourite Walker's crisps the other day, and they just slid down, no problem. And that was about 400 calories, just straight down the hatch. And I thought, yeah, the medication it's not having an impact on me having snacks and crisps and chocolates and alcohol go down, but it's really having the impact when I'm eating quality food, the protein, the fibre, things like that, the chicken, the fish, the meats, the veggies, things like that, the bulk. So yeah, guys, just something to be aware of, that if you're on Manjaro and, you know, looking forward to the festive season, we still have to manage our portions and be mindful about what we eat, because you can still put weight on when you're having the medication. You still put that on. I've worked with clients who have had weight loss surgery, and they've thought, well, I've had the surgery, I can eat anything because, you know, I'm going to lose weight. No. And I've got clients who have put on weight whilst having the medication, whilst having surgery. I've had clients who have lost very little weight after having weight loss surgery, and I've had clients that have gained all their weight back and some after having the surgery. And it's nothing to do with the surgery, it's nothing to do with the procedure, it's all to do with what they're eating, and they're simply just consuming too many calories. So the same with the Manjaro. Just be mindful, guys, just be really mindful, especially this festive period of I just get the pen out to show you. This is an old pen, it's an old one. This was my 2.5 mil. It's just really important just to be mindful of what we're eating over the festive period. Yes, enjoy ourselves, but just be mindful that when, like me, don't start grazing on the snacks. I need to cut that out. I need to fill up on the protein and the fibre first, and then any room, have a few snacks and a little bit of alcohol. So I hope you find that useful. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is, you know, going out over the festive period. I've got meals and lunches. On Sunday I'm doing breakfast with my friend. I've got lots of them coming up this month and in the run up to the festive period and New Year. How do you plan on managing that? Do you have a plan in place? Do you have a strategy in place? Do let me know. I'd love to know. Drop a comment down below. For me, my strategy is, one, to go out, enjoy myself and socialise with my family and friends. Secondly, when it comes to eating, I'm going to choose the menu or choose food that is protein rich. Yeah. Rather than carbs heavy, because, you know, party food, there's loads of carbs. But I'm going to go for the protein rich foods, maybe the chicken, the fish, the beef, things like that, that is going to fill me. And then after that, then I'll have some carbohydrate snacks, because I don't want to deprive myself. But that's my plan. Protein rich first. And then after that, protein and fibre first. And then after that, yeah, the snacks. Yeah. Snacks, the carbohydrates. So that being said, guys, I want to share with you my progress for week 6. Is it week 6? Yes, week 6 on Manjaro. The weeks are just running by so quickly. So I'm going to share with you my trends, but I want to just share with you that these trends only cover 5 weeks. It only covers the last 5 weeks, because my very first week on Manjaro, I weighed on my standard set of scales, which are not body composition scales. So the metrics that I've got was from week 2. So it covers 5 weeks, the past 5 weeks. Okay, so let's go through them. So let me just explain before I get into it. If you have your body composition scales, you will get the weekly trend. You'll get the weekly compositions. Yeah, how you done? You know, whether it's red, whether it's up, whether it's down. You'll get all of that. And I've just put an example here. That's what you'll get each week. But there's a little tab on the Renpho app that's going to give you your trends. So I've got trends for the past 5 weeks, and I'm going to share that with you. So I'm going to run through it. And so in the past 5 weeks, my trends around my BMI started at 37.1 and it's now 35.3. I love that. I love that. And what I love about these trends is, because it's over 5 weeks, I'm getting a bigger picture. Whereas when I look at the trend on a weekly basis, it may only be a smidge, but now I'm looking at it at this bigger view. My body fat has gone from 44.4% when I started to 43.4%. So again, fabulous result. Really pleased with that. Now my skeletal muscle has gone from 32.9 to 32.3, and whilst it's gone down, it's not a good thing, because what that is telling me, that is I'm losing muscle. and I need to build my muscle. I need it going the other way. And that's a danger when you're losing weight. And as I say, I've lost over 10 stone to date. And that is a big danger, is that I've lost not just weight, but I've lost muscle. So what that means, if that trend continues, is that I'm going to find it really difficult to lift things and push things and do everyday things because I haven't got the muscle. So I need to really work on building that. Now, my fat-free mass, I'm not 100% sure what this is, but I've gone from 8 stone 8 pounds to 7 stones 11 pounds. Now, I can assure you I'm not 8 stone at all, and definitely not 7 stone, but I'm not quite sure what that bit is. I think that is about being my height and my weight, what I should be to have, you know, to reduce all the fat on my body. I think that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I do need to check that out, guys. Now, another metric that I'm super pleased with is my subcutaneous fat, and that is the fat that lies immediately under the skin. So fat around the face, under the chin, my arms, my legs, my bum, all of that, my thighs, all of that is subcutaneous fat. And I've gone from 37.6 to 37.1 in 5 weeks. I'm really pleased with that. So it means that I'm losing fat around my body. So really pleased with that. Now I'm going to come back to my visceral fat in a moment, okay? Now my body water, I've gone from 38.8 to 38.1. Again, not a great one. It's very low. So I need to look at that and increase my water, which I've got here. I do find it a little bit challenging to drink my water when it's so cold and when I'm not feeling so good. So what I try to do is I have a bottle of this and I sip it throughout the day. I do have squash in it because I struggle to just drink plain water. I can drink plain water in the summer, but this time of year I just struggle a little bit. But having a little bit of squash in it just helps. But the other thing that I do is I have hot drinks, so I might put a little bit of squash in some hot water or squeeze a lemon or herbal teas, things like that. So that just helps me to get my water content in, but it's one that I know I need to really work on. Now my muscle mass, again, it's gone from 7 stone 8 pounds to 7 stone 4 pounds. And I think that's around, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's about the amount of muscle that I've got on my body. It is low, so again, I need to increase that. Now, my bone mass has gone from 6.8 stone to 6.6 stone, so it's dipped a little bit. Now, being an older woman, yeah, I know, I'm an older woman. Yeah, I'm in my 50s. And not the lower end of the 50s, the higher end of the 50s. And I suffer with health conditions as well, of arthritis. And I know that getting in my calcium is so important. It really is. So this is a metric that I'm really looking at, you know, my bone health, to make sure that my bones are in good condition as I age. So having lots of calcium is really important. And I actually do take a calcium supplement as well, and I do take an A to Z supplement as well. It's an A to Z. It contains the full range of minerals and nutrients that the body needs, so I do take that daily. Protein is the next one. My protein has gone from 12.2% to 11.9%. It's dipped. And now that's not the protein that I eat. That's about the protein made up in my body. And again, that has dipped. And I need to work to improve that. My BMR, which is my basal metabolic rate, which is the rate at which I burn calories, has gone from 1478 to 1442, so steady around the 1400 mark. So it has dipped a little bit, but again, you know, that tells me that I need around 1400 calories. I need, yeah, and that's what my body needs to maintain its weight. So I need to just dip that a little bit if I want to lose weight. My sorry, my hair's all over the place, sorry. And my metabolic age is 64, no change there. So I'm going to come back to 2 metrics in a minute. So as you can see, guys, all those trends, they give me a lot more data than just that number on the scale, which we know can really fluctuate and can be deceiving. It can be really deceptive, and it can really play with our emotions. But these trends give me a fuller picture. Now, what I love about it is that not everything is all rosy and glowing. There's areas that I need to work on. So as I said at the top, I kind of lost track of how many stones and pounds, or rather I know it's 10 stone, but how many pounds I've lost, because I've been focusing on some of these metrics. I know I need to increase my water. I know that my bone health, or my calcium, in terms of my bone mass, needs working on. My muscle mass, my water, all of those things need working on. So I've been focusing on those things rather than just that one number on the scale. That's why I love these scales, absolutely love them. So now I'm going to come to my the visceral fat. So the visceral fat is the fat around the tummy. Okay, that is the most dangerous fat. Now, as I say, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. So you can go on the internet and you can just search visceral fat, and it will tell you that the visceral fat is the fat that sits around our stomach cavity. So from the pelvic bone right up to the ribs, that is the belly fat, and that is the most dangerous fat on our bodies. The fat on our bodies, like under our chin, our arms, our legs, that's, you know, we can lose that. That's not going to impact our health as much as the visceral fat, as much as the belly fat. And I've got, although I've lost a lot of weight, I have a lot of belly fat, and I'm sure that I've got at least, I want to lose at least another 2 to 3 stone, and I'm pretty sure 2 stone of fat is just on my tummy. I'm pretty sure of that. So I've been working really hard to reduce that. Now, you know, you can do as much core exercises. That's just going to tighten and firm up the core. It's not going to get rid of the belly fat. The only thing that's going to get rid of the belly fat, in my opinion, is exercise, is dieting, is losing the weight. So yeah, my belly fat, my belly is called Annie. I know, she has a name. Her name's Annie, and I've been trying to evict her for the longest time. But it's also genetic, because everybody in my family, all the women have tummies. Even the really slim ones have a tummy. It's genetic. And then also linked to type 2 diabetes. Again, you know, I was in a race I wasn't going to win very quickly. So I am super, super, super happy, over the moon. I really, really am. That when I weighed in 5 weeks ago on my scales, on these body scales, my visceral fat was 19. And it stayed at 18 for quite a few weeks. And I can tell you, when I weighed in my last weigh on Saturday, it had come down to 17. Get in there. Really, 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 really happy with that. Really happy, because I can get dressed up to the nines, and the one thing that I'm super conscious of, it's my tummy, because it's prominent, it'll stick out. And I often stand in the mirror and I just hold my stomach in, and I'm like, if it wasn't for this belly, I would be so happy with my body. I really, really would. You know, my legs, my arms, my face, I used to have so much fat underneath my chin. I'll put a photo up to show you. My face and my chin was huge. All of that is gone. Yeah, I mean, I look at my shoulders, where's my shoulders gone? You know, my shoulders have literally disappeared, you know, beneath my hair. My arms are really quite slim. My legs are slim. It's just my tummy. My tummy is the biggest problem, my biggest problem area. So to know that it's gone down from 19 to 17, I'm over the moon, over the moon. And then my last metric is my weight. In 5 weeks using my body metric scales, I have lost 11 pounds. 11 pounds on Manjaro, which I'm super pleased. Now, bearing in mind, my first week, I lost 5 pounds, and that was using my Weight Watchers scales, my other scales. So in total, in the 6 weeks, I've actually lost 16 pounds. Okay, but since week 2, I've been using these scales, and that's recording it as 11. So I'm taking it as 16 pounds. So I'm really, really pleased with that. So in a month and a half, that is 16 pounds. Now, I'm over the moon because on my entire weight loss journey, my average weight loss is £0.5 pound a week, or less than £0.5 pound a week. So for me to lose, you know, 16 pounds, how much is that? It's 612. Yeah, about £2, just over 2, maybe about 2.5 on average pounds a week. I'm over the moon with that. Really, really pleased with that, because I can tell you, other than when I first started my Weight Watchers journey, and then when I stopped following the Weight Watchers plan and started doing my own thing, other than those 2 occasions, I've never lost 2.5 pounds in a week. I might have lost 2.5 pounds in a month, but my monthly average may be about £1, £1.50. Very rarely have I lost £3, £4, anything like that. So to lose, you know, 2.5 pounds on average over 6 weeks, I'll take that. I'll take that. So is Manjaro working for me? Yes, absolutely working for me. I tell you what I love about, there's so many benefits to being on Manjaro. One, the amount of money I'm saving. Oh my days, I'm saving so much money. I was very frugal before when it came to food shop. I'm even more frugal now. So I can buy, like, you know, a pack of chicken, and that chicken will last me, you know, 6-7 meals, because I'm only having small amounts. So it's saving me a huge amount of money. So I love that. The other thing that I love is, because I'm not thinking about food all the time, then that allows me, frees up space in my life to think about other things. Yeah, I think about the videos I'm going to make for this channel, the shopping hauls I'm going to bring to you, you know, time with my grandchildren. I've got more time with my friends. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner, and then planning menus, and then cooking food. I'm not doing that anymore. So yeah, that's a great benefit. But I'm also sleeping better. My days, I've always been a good sleeper, let me just say. But these days, when my head hits the pillow, I'm out like a light. I'm out for the count. Other than when I'm in pain, you know, I wake up sometimes because of my arthritis. I wake up in terrible pain. Like at the moment, my fingers are really bad, my hands are bad, my hips, my knees, and my feet are really bad. But other than that, when that's not playing up, sleep really well. I have so much energy. I feel so energized now. And I really like, apart from the tummy, but I like what I see in the mirror. I really do. I like looking at myself. I like trying on clothes. I love going shopping and picking up, you know, the old size 18s or the 16s, and then finding out that it's too big for me. I need a smaller size. Yeah, I love trying on clothes in my wardrobe and finding that actually I've got a waist, and the waist really fits, and the bust really fits, and the hips, other than sliding it over the tummy, you know. But there's so many benefits to it. are there any downsides? The only downside I'd say is when I go out for meals and I'm eating with my friends, they're always thinking, why aren't you eating? Yeah, I do get asked that a lot. Why aren't you eating? So I've always got a couple of excuses to hand, because it's not everybody that I want to say I'm on Manjaro, you know. So I usually say something like, oh, I'm really full, I did have a snack before I came, or food's really, really nice, but I'm going to save some for later. And I still have my old trick of taking along a container or asking for a container and taking food out. So it's just a new lifestyle, you know. But no, one that I'm really, really enjoying. So guys, I'd love to know, how are you doing on your weight loss journey? Are you on a weight loss journey? If so, what journey is it? Are you following a plan? Are you doing Weight Watchers or Slimming World? Maybe you're counting calories. Maybe you're just like embracing a wide range of healthy habits. I would love to know. But maybe you're on Manjaro. If you're on Manjaro, do let me know, how are you getting on? How has your first couple of weeks been? Where are you on your Manjaro journey? And how's that going for you? Do drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you found it useful. Do let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Drop a comment. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, guys, and I would love to get to 1,600 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed, then feel free to join me. I'd love to get to 2,000 by Easter as well. Oh, and don't forget, guys, click the notification bell as well, because as soon as I upload another video, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, guys, that is it for me. I am going to go and have a hot bath, get my joints and my body warm, and then I'm going to snuggle up under my blanket with the kitties this evening. So, guys, I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.